The Total Media Sports Network presents Boyd County Lions Volleyball live on Kool TV. Now let's go to the Boyd County High School for pregame coverage of Boyd County Volleyball live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from Boyd County High School as we get you ready for volleyball action here tonight on Monday of this 15th day of September. A beautiful evening outside the area, but feels weird being indoors at Boyd County. But a really good one on tap tonight, a 16th region showdown as the Boyd County Lions rolling with a record of 5-4, entertaining the Greenup County Musketeers, who come in at 9-4. Boyd County 2-2 this past weekend down in Franklin County. Wins over Marion County and Trimble County. They fell to Newport Central Catholic and Simon Kenton. Greenup County was on the road down in Sevierville, Tennessee. Only two of the three matches that was listed on the KHSAA had been posted. They beat Parkersburg, West Virginia 2-0, and then lost to West Ridge, Tennessee out of Bluntville 2-0. There was another game listed for Middlesboro on Friday, but no scores have been posted from there. So far, Greenup County in their district 2-1. Wins over Raceland last week 3-1. They went straight sets the following night against Lewis County, and then they fell in straight sets to Russell on the second. For Boyd, the only matchup they've had thus far in their district was a 3-0 win over Fairview in their second outing of the season. They've got tomorrow night Rose Hill here, then they go to Ashland next Monday, and then the return trip comes back from Ashland on Tuesday, October the 7th. All right, we'll take a break. We come back, we'll set the scene, get ready for what should be a very entertaining matchup. Two good teams here in the 16th region. This one should be a dandy, to say the least. We'll set it up when we return after this here in the pregame show on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Nicotine can alter brain development in teens, affecting memory, learning, and impulse control.
Vape aerosol contains 7,000 harmful chemicals like lead and formaldehyde.
Make the right choice to not vape by avoiding, refusing, or leaving situations where you are pressured to use tobacco or vape products. Together, we can end the trend.
If you need help quitting vaping or smoking, you can call Quit Now Kentucky at 1-800-784-8669 or visit quitnowkentucky.org.
It's fine. Back here in pregame coverage as we get you set for Greenup County and Boyd County. Little shot there we'll take you to tonight from the net cam. We'll get you inside the action down center court as these two teams get things rolling. Should be a fun matchup tonight. You look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the Greenup County Musketeers. They've got some big hitters all the way across the net. It starts up front with one of the top players in the entire 16th region, and Peyton Powell, the senior, 167 kills this season. She's gone over 1,000 in her career. 36 blocks to go with that, and she's one of the best servers on the team. This team serves it extremely well. 169 total service aces. Lucy Roy, who's the other big hitter across the front, she leads the team, though, with 53 aces. Addison Gordon and Haley Dillo with 29, and then Powell comes in at 26. Dillo also one of those big blockers up front, along with Lucy Roy, who will work. When you put Powell and Roy together as a double block, it's a tough night, and that's something that Boyd County will have to understand, is you cannot go, if that is a double that's coming at you, you cannot try to hit through that double. It is a tough night at the park. But it all starts with the back row. Pass receive, getting the ball up to your setter, and your setter getting it to where it needs to go, to where you try to pull that block away and you get those one-on-ones. And Boyd County has plenty of options up front as well. No one in double or triple digits yet this season. Now, again, they've only played 9 matches, but on the backside of that, they've kind of spread the wealth around. Across the front, Adria Queen leads the way with 55 kills on the season. Lila Thornberry has 54. Check that. I've overlooking my numbers. Peyton Jones leads the way with 73. Then Queen, then Thornberry. Then down the road, Sophia Clark and Natalie Ruggles with 34 and 28 respectively. 78 aces on the season for this Boyd County team. Peyton Jones leads the way with 18. Bailey Moore has 14. And she's the player that's going to make this team go backward or forward. Okay, she'll wear that libero jersey, and everything goes from that back row forward. And she does a really good job of that serve receive and getting it up to the setter to where you can get those big swings going at the net. And that's what we're going to see here a lot tonight, of two teams that can really get after it across the front row. The biggest thing is which team can get the other team out of system throughout the match. And that's where you take a team like both of these like to play, where they want the big swings. When you get them out of system to where you can't get them that ball at the net to where they can go up and try to drive it down, that's when they start kind of losing their ability to extend the way they want to play in this contest. You'll get differences between balls that go up and go straight down to balls that go up and go long or bend out of bounds. These are two teams, they know how to place the ball, and they can get it down line, they can go back corner, they can go cross court. This one, I've been looking forward to this one for a long time since I saw it on the schedule. This one should be a dandy here this evening. Looking ahead at the upcoming schedule, Boyd County back in action tomorrow night against Rose Hill. They'll be back here next Thursday, the 25th, against Martin County. That's going to be senior night. We'll have all the festivities right here on your home for Boyd County Athletics, Kool TV. They bring in Raceland on October the 2nd. Ashland on the 7th of October. As I flip over to page 2, and then wrap things up on October the 13th against Fairview. 64th District Tournament will be here. We'll have that action for you right here on Kool TV. And in the 16th Region Tournament will be at Raceland this year. So at least areas that are close by for most of the teams in the area. But Ashland has been solid throughout their first part of the season, 20-3 to lead all teams. Russell has been another really solid team, and Greenup County is off to a good start as well, 9-4. Musketeers will head to Ashland on Thursday. Then they've got Fairland at home on Saturday, the 20th. Looking at the rest of their schedule, Russell on Monday the 22nd. They go to Red home against Rowan County on the 23rd. Head to Fleming on the 25th. Lewis County on the 29th. They bring Raceland in for the second game on the 30th. Then closing out the month of October, Rose Hill, 3 games at home then with Boyd, Fairview, and West Carter. And then they'll go to West Carter in between that Fairview and West Carter game at the end of the season. So 2 big swinging teams tonight and good players all the way across the court. This one should be a dandy here. 2 top teams in the 16th region. We'll step out for a break for the national anthem. We'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for first serve. Boyd County and Greenup County as we continue our coverage after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Borders Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back here at Boyd County High School, national anthem being performed. Time to meet our teams. Greenup County in the gold or the green and gold jersey tonight, the black bottoms. Boyd County in the white tops and the black bottoms. The Boyd County libero will be wearing black. That'll be Bailey Moore. And the Greenup County libero will be wearing the white jersey. First time you're here with us on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell each time we put out new material. We'll alert you directly to your device. Don't forget to follow us on X and on Facebook. Lots of new material each and every week, including every Monday at 11, our top 10 of the videos that we've streamed or covered games throughout that week. Best plays of the week goes in there, top 10, and we put them out every Monday at 11 o'clock. Don't forget tomorrow night, the Coach Evan Ferguson Show. They'll talk Boyd County football, a big win over Mason County this past Friday. They've got a home game Thursday night against Fairview. We'll have the action coming up on that game for everyone to tune in, as it'll be 7:30 kickoff right here on Kool TV and the Total Media Sports Network. You can also listen in your car or radio that you have on 105.7 Hank FM. Our R1 referee that's up top is Mr. Bill Renzi. Dusty Coyle is our R2. Happy to have everyone along with us here tonight. My crew, our executive producer is Trey Collier. Our camera operator is Felicia Collier. Wood County working from left to right as you view it on your screen, the same as I do here high atop this beautiful gymnasium here at Boyd County High School. So double checking starting rosters is Mr. Coyle, and Greenup County is going to start with the service. And back for the service will be the junior of Lucy Roy. Leads this team in aces with 53. And a jump service puts us in play with an ace to start things off. And Greenup takes an early 1-0 lead. thanks to our great friends at Ison's Cards and Collectibles for sponsorship of our instant replays throughout this season. Here's Powell, fires that one down, a nice dig on the far side. Greenup brings it back up. They'll come back near side, a joust at the net, and this one's one at the net. And it's Boyd County's Sophia Clark that puts it down for the point. We're even at 1. There's Laura Chafin, floating service. And trying to go cross court was Kaylee Braden. And she doesn't connect it just the way that she needed to, and an attack error there on her. And Boyd County has a 2-1 lead. Chafin back to work. Right down the middle. Deep service to the back row. Back to Powell near side, and she laser beams this one down off of the hands of Laura Chafin for the point, and we're even at 2. That's one thing Peyton Powell will do. She will go straight up and straight down if you give her the perfect ball. Kaylee Braden drives that one out of bounds. So Boyd back in front. 3-2 with the service. It's Peyton Jones. Burns that one over top of the tape, and Greenup's not going to be able to play that one down. (4-2) Boyd. Deep service, and that one's out of bounds. Jones catches that one a little too heavy. And we're now 4-3 lead for Boyd, but Greenup County with the service. Clark touches that one over. Nice dig at the front of the net. And a big swing. That was from Haley Dillo, who puts it down for the point, and we're even at 4. Cross-court attack by Thornberry as that one goes out of bounds, and Boyd County falls behind now, 5-4. Addison Gordon, service to the back row. There's Gordon pushing it up. Free ball over by the Lions. There's Powell, blocked at the net. Boyd County digs it. Deep push. Powell takes that one to the back corner. There's Thornberry coming cross court. Roy digs it out. Moore from the back row. Back up front. A nice touch over by Barnett. They come back to Powell. Dig on the far side. Nice job there by the Lions to keep that one up. That was Ratliff. Good volley here. A nice block at the net of Roy. And this one's going to be an error on Greenup County. And we're even at 5. A great rally there by both. A pair of jousts at the net. And now the Boyd County libero of Bailey Moore. Good service back row. Off to Powell on the far pin from the right side. Ball comes back up. This one's punched across and down for the point by Lila Thornberry. (6-5) Lions early in set number 1. Here's Powell up top. Tried to spike that one down like a basketball, and she gets the second opportunity to put it down for the point, and even this set at 6. Now Powell from the service line. You got Dillo and Roy up front, and a service error for Greenup County, and Boyd regains the lead. Checking in for Boyd County is Cassie Porter. And she'll do the service work as the defensive specialist. Lions in front by 1 here in set 1. There's Dillo into the net on the attack error. And Boyd County has its largest lead of the match of 2. 8-6 Lions here in set 1. Good service. Free ball punched across. There's Thornberry. Fires it a pass as Roy tries to block it down. They'll take it back off to Thornberry. She comes cross court. Near side, it's dug out by Hatfield. Gordon back up front. Down the pipe, and a dart on the near side line as that one goes down for Dillo. And now our referee, Bill Renzi, overturns the call as we'll take a look at it here on the Ice and Carton Collectibles instant replay. That one was wide on the attack. And Boyd County extends its lead 9-6. So Addison Gordon going over to have a word with Mr. Renzi. And back to work is Porter. Good service, back row. Thornberry wants it right back on the far pin. Touches across on the tape. It's dug at the net. Going line from the far pin and getting the point for Boyd County is Adria Queen, and it's a 4-point lead. 10-6 Lions here in set number 1. Dart, it goes down off the big swing from Lucy Roy. Side out, Greenup County. You may have to hit stop to get your timer to change. Queen pushes that one down for another point. 11-7, Boyd County. Peyton Jones back in for the Lions. Lila Thornberry for the service work. There's Braden, takes that one deep. And a 5-point lead for the Lions, over the Musketeers. 12-7 here in set 1. Gordon up front. And we got a player in the net. Braden through under the bottom. So a 6-point lead for the Lions here in set number 1 as they're opening up a little cushion. Good service there by Thornberry, and that one goes home for the ace. And timeout. Greenup County as they're down 14-7 here in set number 1. Looking at some numbers early on, you get all of these unofficial. Queen leads the way with 2 kills. Boyd County hitting at a 60% right now. Greenup County, 4 kills total. Powell leads the way with 2. They're hitting at a 0. 1 ace, 2 service errors for the Musketeers. An ace and a service error for the Lions, who lead at 14-7. Here's set number 1. So Lila Thornberry back to work, picking up her 7th ace of the season on that last service to push this lead into 7 here in set number 1 as we go back to work. And she picks up back-to-back aces out of the service and the timeout. And a big swing on the far pin from the right side by Lucy Roy as she picks up another point. 15-8 side out. And back for the service for Greenup County is Maria Morisi, one of the seniors. More from the back row. Here's Jones coming high and delivering a dart from the far pin. Perfect ball on the far pin from the left side. Emma Sargent checking in for Morisi. Now Adria Queen floats this one across. It's a dandy. It's going to be a free ball by the Musketeers. They'll try to go down the line. There's Jones, touches it across. Nice dig from the back row by Greenup County's Amanda Hatfield. Sophia Clark with a big left-handed swing. It's dug off the back row, floated across. Boyd County steps two. Now to Jones, and blocked at the net as she goes right into the hands of Dillo for the big block. Side out Greenup County. Lucy Roy with the service. 16-9, they trail it here in set one. There's Jones. Back to Powell, who's back up front. Free ball lifted over. Braden has to backpedal. Boyd County can't play it up, though, and Braden picks up the kill and cuts the lead to 6. Good service there by Roy. Jones from the outside. That one's out. Just a bit too deep on the attack. Now Greenup County strung together a few points. And they've had the lead that was once out to 7, now down to 5. Free ball over by the Lions. Roy back row up to Gordon. Powell with a left hand. It's tipped across the double block. And a nice ball in the back corner, as when you get points like that from the back row, that's huge. And that's what Greenup County possesses with their big hitters. As Lucy Roy goes right in front of Jamie Clark's feet. And it's a nice little run for the Musketeers, who've trimmed it down to 4. And that one's out of bounds on this service error. But a good run for the Musketeers, but the Lions will side out. And back in for the service work now is Laura Chafin. 5-point lead, floating service. Near side of Powell. Tries to poke that one behind the line, and it was too deep and out of bounds. You can kind of tell just not a clean ball that went that direction. That's something they're doing a really good job of right now, is just keeping Greenup out of system. And that quickly, the lead's right back to 7. 19-12. Here's Powell. Goes deep, and it's out of bounds. 8-point lead, largest of the first set. Here's Gordon. Bumps it near side to Powell. She'll push it across. Going back corner. Jones fires it down. Nice dig off the back row by Greenup County as Hatfield played it up. And Clark gets the deflection off the back line. And Sophia Clark makes it a 9-point lead. 21-12. Lions leading here in set 1. And that's a 2-ball. A double touch there on the Musketeers setter. And the lead is 10. 22-12. Chafin has been phenomenal on this run from the service line. Braden tries to go cross court on the push. Jones goes up on the joust with Powell. Back row dugout, nice by Crank. Jones fires it through the double block, a diving save. It stays on the tape. Greenup plays it up, a free ball lifted across, but it's out of bounds. And the lead is 11 for the Lions. Both of these teams getting after it. And right now it is turned Boyd County's way here in this first set. Free ball over by Braden. Clark sets it back off to Jones. Jones through the double block attempt and the point, and it's set point. Boyd County ready to go. Chaffins puts it in the air, floating service near side. Gordon bumps it up. Powell fired across. Jones on the deep attack. Evans too deep. So side out Musketeers still set point for Boyd here in the opening frame. And Kaylee Braden, junior, from the service line. Here's Clark with a big swing through the double block. What a point and a swing for Sophia Clark as Boyd County takes set number one, as they run away with this one 25-13. Set two when we return to the Boyd County Gymnasium after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Nicotine can alter brain development in teens, affecting memory, learning, and impulse control.
Vape aerosol contains 7,000 harmful chemicals like lead and formaldehyde.
Make the right choice to not vape by avoiding, refusing, or leaving situations where you are pressured to use tobacco or vape products. Together, we can end the trend.
If you need help quitting vaping or smoking, you can call Quit Now Kentucky at 1-800-784-8669 or visit quitnowkentucky.org.
Off to set two we go. Boyd County leads at 1-0, a 25-13 set one winner, as they got things rolling midway through the frame and kind of took off from there. 8 kills in the first set. Sophia Clark with 3, Jones and Queen each with 2. Boyd County swinging at a 333, Greenup County an 077. 3 service errors, 6 attack errors for the Musketeers. 7 kills in the first frame. Roy has 3 of those. And now the scoreboard is off. Boyd County back home tomorrow night against Rose Hill. And then Monday night, they go to Ashland. Back here next Thursday night, we'll have that game for you for Martin County and senior night. But first, let's take care of this one. Boyd County to serve set number 2. And back there doing the service work will be Lauren Chafin. She led that big surge that Boyd County opened up, the sizable lead that grew into double digits there before they closed things out in set number 1. Kind of tick for tack we went for much of the first part of the set until Boyd County found some footing and really took off with it. Good service, deep back row. Blocked at the net. That was by Roy out of Braden. Double block at the net again. Here's Jones, brings it near side. Braden digs it out. Free ball over by the Musketeers. Moore from the back row. Here comes Jones, and a dart that comes near side for the point. Great ball movement there by the Lions. And the Ison's Cards and Collectibles. You might see that one right there on your top 10 this week. Go to some net cam footage. Nice catch there. It's one of my favorite shots that we put in is the net cam. I mean, you want to get into the action, we'll take you there. Here's Braden, goes up, blocked at the net, pops that one back up. Nice job there by Kaylee Braden. They go back to Jones from the far pin, right at Braden. A nice kick there by Roy. A joust at the net. Greenup plays it off the net. Yes, you can use your feet in volleyball. That is 100% legal. What a play there by Lucy Roy. And a big swing at the net. Greenup County runs it down and brings it back across on a free ball. Here's Jones on a touch. And it's knocked out of bounds, and Jones will pick up the point. Sometimes you have to go easy. Sometimes it's soft. But what a rally that played up with right there off the foot of Lucy Roy. Diving save off that back row by Bailey Willis. And then a point goes down for Braden. And Greenup County grabs the point. They side out 2-1. Now Lucy Roy. And an absolute laser beam there for the ace. That's one of those balls, when you bring it across the tape like that, it's got that top spin to it, and it just dies. And you could see when it got to the hands of Josie Crank, there was very little she could do with it. Roy goes right at Moore. Here's Chafin up front. Jones from the right side and puts it into the Greenup County bench. 3-2, Lions back in front. And Peyton Jones to the service line. Lila Thornberry in for the Lions as Josie Crank will step off. Near side to Powell. Climbs up, a dart, and that one's headed to the second level. That's the thing you get from Peyton Powell. When you put it to where she wants it and she can get up and down on the ball, it is a laser beam coming down. 3-all here in set number 2. And now Kaylee Braden. Here's Clark, touches it over to the back row. Gordon back up front, brings it over to Powell. She'll use the left hand and just soft touch it across. Nice job there by Peyton Powell to flip that one across and give Greenup County a 4-3 lead here in set 2. Good look at the net cam there. And a service error. That's something Greenup has struggled with tonight, is the service line. 4th service error in the contest for the Musketeers. We're even at 4 here in set 2. And Bailey Moore puts us back underway. This one's bumped all the way across. Back row, cross court, if you will, and Sophia Clark picks up the point. Didn't get a lot of it, but just enough to get between the defenders and find that back line and push Boyd County back in front 5-4. This was the return to sender by Thornberry. Greenup County digs it out. Here's Moore bringing it back up front, Chafin. A block attempt at the net. It's going down for Sophia Clark for another point. And it's 6-4 Lions here in set 2. You talk about Bailey Moore, her twin sister Aubrey Moore is a soccer player, and she is phenomenal. And how funny it is that both of them play a position to where the biggest thing that they typically do are assists. We're going to get a tipped ball on that one, so that's going to go down as a point for Greenup County, as that'll get Powell another kill. Her sister is phenomenal on a soccer field, and Bailey's pretty remarkable too on the volleyball court. This one's out of bounds on a big swing from Adria Queen on the attack. That sends it wide on the near line, evening things at 6 here in set 2. Boyd took set 1, 25-13. Here's Queen. Blocked at the net by Peyton. Cross court, too wide, though, by Thornberry. Back-to-back attack errors by the Lions, and Greenup County surges back in front now, 7-6. Addison Gordon takes that one across. They'll bring it near side. And a big swing there by Sophia Clark into the double block that goes out of bounds. She'll pick up the point and even things at 7 here in set 2. Kind of what we saw in set 1, back and forth we did, until Boyd County kind of at this point of that last set took off from this point. And it happened right here in the same place when Cassie Porter came in the game. Clark will step off. Porter in. Go to the opposite side, and through the double block is Peyton Powell for another point. Side out Greenup County as Powell picks up her 6th kill of the match. And she'll go to the service line. So Dillo, Roy, and Moracy across the front line for Greenup County. And a nice ball down the near corner by, I believe that was Thornberry, and it was. We're tied at 8. Thornberry off. Back in is Josie Crank. So Queen Ruggles and Jones up front for Boyd. Here's Gordon on the back set. And a dart coming from that far pin on the right side by Dillo. 9-8 Musketeers. Really nice set there to take it to that right side. And now Dillo with the service, a floating service. Moore steps 2. There's Braden, goes cross court, cranks right there. Off to Jones, through the double block. Boyd digs it at the net. And that one's into the chair, and Boyd County picks up the point. Or excuse me, Greenup County picks up the point, my mistake. So 10-8 Musketeers. A point here would give them their largest lead of the match. Here's Jones. Fires this one down. A nice dig by the libero. Braden through the double block attempt. Jones down the line. Racy. And Jones gets blocked at the net by Roy as she turns that one away. 11-8. Musketeers' largest lead of the match. Trailing 1-0 in the match. Here's Jones from the far line, off the tip. Greenup County plays it up, though. Moracy on a free ball. Here's Queen through the block attempt, and the point off of Roy. Adria Queen delivered that one with some vengeance. And a nice ball there by Porter. And again, that's what I talked about in pregame. You want those single block attempts. The double blocks on either of these teams are tough. As that time Roy tries to go cross court and hits it out of bounds. And all of a sudden the 3-point lead is down to 1. 11-10 Musketeers. Queen, a deep service to the back row for an ace, and we're even at 11. Boyd picking up their 3rd ace of the match. And it's going to be back-to-back aces off the antenna. And Boyd County serves back-to-back aces from Adria Queen. and takes a 12-11 lead. So a little 4-0 run. There's Gordon on a bump to the far side, and they're not going to be able to play that one up. Make it a 5-0 run, 13-11. Your side, Braden on a push. Ruggles tips it across with the left hand. They'll come back to Braden near side with the left hand. Jones digs it out. Free ball by Crank. Here's Marisi up front. Off the tape. Boyd County gets it ahead. Big swing at the net by Barnett. Greenup on a free ball. Ruggles through the double block. Marisi plays it up. They'll come back to Braden on the near side. Off the tape. Great rally. And that time Jones just caught it awkwardly off the side of her hand as she goes deep and out of bounds for the air. Side out Musketeers. They trail at 13-12. Great rally there from those two. We've seen several in this match already. Now Maria Marisi. Joust at the net. Boyd County gets it up though. Free ball by Crank. Here's Gordon. Roy comes up, blocked at the net by Barnett. They go back to Jones from the outside. Dig out of the back row. And Boyd County got two players in the same piece of real estate between Crank and Moore. And the error on the play will give Greenup County the point. We're even at 13. Jones pops that one across. Nice save there by Hatfield. And a laser beam down the pipe by Haley Barnett for the point to put Boyd County back in front by 1. Ruggles off, back in is Laura Chafin. Almost the same thing we saw in set 1. Boyd County played back, pulled out a little bit of a lead. Chafin came in from the service line and ran it away. Through the double block attempt right there on a big swing by Lucy Roy. 14 all. And that quickly gets Peyton Powell back on the court as she was on the sideline out of rotation. So Roy back to the service line, the best server on this Musketeers team. She goes to work. Left-handed touch by Barnett for the point. She had to reach back to get it. Just gets it past the block attempt of Powell at the front of the net. And now Peyton Jones with a 1-point lead here in set 2. Trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead in the match. They go back to Powell, and Powell drives it down. There's not a lot you can do when she gets the ball where she wants it. You can see a perfect ball there at the net. Just fires it home. So Kaylee Braden, as Jones will step off, Heidi Markham in for Boyd. All tied at 15 here in set 2, and Braden lets that one fly out of bounds. It's Greenup's 5th service error here tonight. So now Bailey Moore. Powell off the block attempt and just touches that one across, and it goes down line for the point. Powell picks up her 8th kill of the match. Marisi back in. And now as Addison Gordon, one of the seniors on this year's team for the Musketeers. There's Thornberry, comes near side out of bounds. Too stiff. And puts Greenup in front 17-16. Queen caught that one awkwardly and didn't get everything on it and kind of spun off the side of her hand, and All of a sudden, Greenup County opens a 2-point lead here in set 2. Thornberry back row. Clark gets the tip and the point. Sophia Clark picking up her 7th kill of the match. She leads Boyd County. Ruggles back on, and returning is Cassie Porter. Off goes Chafin and Clark. Free ball by the Lions, lifted across. Here's Moracy up front, leaves it to Powell, and a nice little touch by Peyton Powell. She sees the court so well and drops that one in softly. And that's what you get from a really good hitter, when they can see that opening right there and just touch it across. You don't have to swing out of your sneakers trying to drive it through. You can do that anytime you want, but when you can place the ball like that, that's what makes her so deadly. There's Queen, tries to return the favor. Moracy digs it at the net. They come back down the pipe, and it's through and down for a point. Lucy Roy got all of that one. And the lead is 3 for the Musketeers here in set number 2. Now Peyton Powell. This is where Boyd has to make something happen with Powell stuck on that back row. Back off to Thornberry through the double block. Gordon steps 2. There's Dillo with a dart down line for the point, and it's a 4-point Greenup County lead. Their largest of the match, 21-17. Off the tape, flipped over by Queen. What a save. And then into the net is Dillo. Boyd sides out. Lila Thornberry goes back to work. Down by 3 are the Lions. Dillo off the ball, and a nice attempt there by Moore off that back line. But Boyd County couldn't play it all the way across. Heck of an effort there just to get that one up. So Haley Dillo. Soft service to that back row. Ball tipped at the net, and that one's put down by a combination of Roy and Braden. And it's 23-18. Jones through the double block attempt for the point down line. 23-19. Nice ball there by Peyton Jones. Picks up her 6th kill of the match. Off goes Dillo, back in is Bailey Willis. And Adria Queen. Down by 4 are the Lions here in set number 2. There's Braden, winds up and lets that one fly. Kaylee Braden picks up the point, makes it set point here in set 2. Braden's 3rd kill of the match. Now Maria Moracy. Crank lifts it over on a free ball. And Greenup's going to try to do the same, but could not play it across. It's an error on the handling. Still set point for the Musketeers, but sign out as it'll go back to Boyd County. And going back to the line to do the work is Laura Chafin. Chafin, one of 10 seniors on this year's team. Jones back in with a touchdown line. Gordon brings it up to Roy. Roy drives it down. Boyd County picks it at the net. What a dig. They come back to Roy again, and she'll finish it. As she comes near side for the point. Her 7th kill of the match, and we're even at 1 as we head to set number 3. A good one here at Boyd County. Happy to have you along with us. Greenup and Boyd, even at 1. We return after this on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Off to set 3 we go, all tied at 1. Boyd County took set number 1, 25-13. Set 2 goes to Greenup County, 25-20. So quick numbers here. Greenup County hitting at a 467. They were at an 077 going into that set. Really picked things up. Peyton Powell with 9 kills. Lucy Roy has 7. 5 service errors, though, have kind of haunted Greenup County, especially back in that first set. Boyd County hitting in a 333. Sophia Clark leads away with 7. Peyton Jones has 6. 4 aces, only 1 service error for the Lions. Pivotal set here coming up in this race to 3 out of best of 5. Kind of went back and forth there, much as what it did in set 1 until Greenup County pulled away a little bit. Then Boyd County answered, and Greenup County answered right back and was able to finish things off. So Greenup County will start with a service. It'll be Lucy Roy that will start us off. And this is kind of the match I expected. Coming in, I said this is a game that either one of these teams had a chance to win it in straight sets. This match could go 5. They are 2 of the top premier teams in the 16th region this year, that's for sure. First time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. Be sure to follow us on X and on Facebook. We put out lots of new material each and every day throughout the week. And, of course, every Monday morning at 11, our weekly top 10, top videos of the highlights plays from the week that was. Back underway we go, and Roy starts things off with a service error into the net. One nothing. Boyd is Chafin puts it in the air. Hatfield back to Moore, back row. Off to Jones on a soft touch, and a little bit too soft there. She saw the double block coming and was just going to try to touch it across, but doesn't get it across the tape. We're even at 1. So Cammie Hammond, Jr., to her first service of the night. Here's Jones from the near side. Barnett gets that one through for the point. Barnett's third kill of the match. Boyd's in front 2-1. Thornberry back in, Crank steps off. And Peyton Jones for the service. 2-1 Lions here in set 3. Go back to Powell. Blocked down the line. This one's going to be tough to play up, and they will. Boyd County thought it was a 4 ball. They're saying it was touched. Either way, it's going to go down for the point. And they're saying a 4 touch now for Greenup County. So 3-1 Lions. Peyton Jones back to work. Good job on the save by Dillo near side. There's Thornberry with a laser beam. They may have just picked that one up on Tri-State radar. That will left a vapor trail. Sizzles the net across the top. 4-1 Lions here in set 3. Good service, and that's an ace for Peyton Jones. That's exactly what you want to do when you come out of losing a set that it was a tick-for-tat, back-and-forth battle. Come out and set the tone in set 3. And it's 5-1 Lions. Jones gets another good one. They come back to Powell. She'll punch up and across. Here's Barnett up top. Powell with a block. They come back to Powell. She'll go cross court. Moore from the back row. Boyd tries to save it up, but can't. Side out Musketeers. 5-2 here in set 3. They trail by 3. Gordon for the service work. That one comes back across for the point. What a ball there by Laura Chafin. Take a look at this one. Just gets enough of it right in front of the Musketeers bench. 6-2. Sometimes that's all you can do. You just throw everything out and hope for the best. Now Bailey Moore. Good service. Hatfield steps 2. Powell blocked at the net for the point. What a block up front. That was Molly Robbins that put it back. Nice job there at the net by Dillo to fire that one down for the point. Side out Greenup County 7-3. They trail. And Peyton Powell to the back line for the service. On one side for Greenup, that's a good thing. You've got a really good server from the line. The bad thing is that you lose her off the front row for three rotations. Here's Chafin. Touches across on 2, trying to go with that ninja kill. Racy back off near side. Dillo with a ball down the near line for the point. Picks up her 5th kill of the match. Good set there by Maracy to the opposite. That's something Greenup does a good job of. They go pin to pin. They don't just get stuck of always trying to stay in the same place. Boyd does the same thing. They've mixed it up well tonight. On that back tip. Nice dig out of the back row by Powell. This one's touched up, and it'll go back down for the point. Credit that one to Robbins. She got the block across for the point, and it's 8-4. Here comes Cassie Porter in. Stepping off, Sophia Clark. Lions doubling up. The Musketeers are in set 3. Racy fires it over on 2. Back to Thornberry. Up and down. No, too deep, though. Yeah, that's the correct call. Take a look at it on the instant replay here. From high atop here, it looked like it was for sure in. And it was quickly overturned by our R1 of Mr. Bill Renzi. 9-4. Lions in front by 5 now. Deep service. Greenup County scrambling. Hatfield to bring it over on a free ball. There's Porter up front. Robbins climbs the line, but too high. So Dillo for the service, down by 4. Thornberry through the double block. Dug from the back row. Braden with a push. Back to Thornberry. Lines this one up. It dances around on the tape. They'll go back to her again. This time on a tough. Nice little touch at the net. That's what you do. You mix your punches. Went with a big swing into the double. Couldn't get it through. And second time, just lift it right across that double block attempt. And that's the respect both of these teams have to come at each other with. You have to respect those swings at the net with the double block coming to them because of what they offer. Roy didn't get that one all the way across, but Robbins lifts it back across. We play on. Back tip. Blocked at the net on the big swing there by Ruggles. Jones takes this one across the tape right in front of Roy for another kill. Quickly checks back in the game and picks up her 7th kill of the night. As we go to the net cam for a look. Back underway. Racy back corner and out. (12-5). You could tell that one off the hands from immediately when she served it, that it was into the net. As Josie Crank makes it 12-6 on the service error. Now Moracy. Hatfield takes it up to Gordon. Roy on a soft touch. And then just flipping it right back over. It's Molly Robbins. Take a look at this one. Sometimes it doesn't matter how hard you hit it, just if you hit it to the right spot. Racy steps off. Back in is Emma Sargent. And now it's going to be Robbins from the back line. 13-6 with a service coming up. Here's Braden. Winds up. And that one's off the arms of Robbins and into the second level. Big swing there by Kaylee Braden. She picks up her 4th kill of the match. That gets Peyton Powell back out front. And Lucy Roy to the service line, down 6 here in set 3. Nice ball there by Braden as she just gets it across the tape and it'll fall through for the point. She was kind of backpedaling as her and Powell got tangled up on the near side and just got it enough across the tape for the point. There's Jones through the double, blocking out of bounds. A big swing there by Peyton Jones as she picks up her 8th kill of the match and makes it 14-8. Back on for Boyd is Laura Chafin, as Natalie Ruggles will step off. And this is going down as an ace. Chafin, her first ace of the match. Boyd County picking up their 6th of the match. There's Powell. Didn't get all of that one. It was dug out by Boyd on the back line. Jones pops it across. Back to Powell and a laser beam near side. Cross court attack and a kill for Peyton Powell as she drives home her 10th of the match. and cuts the lead to 6. Kemi Hammond. On the back row, Gordon up front now. Dillo through the block and the point. Leads down to 5, 15-10. Pivotal set number 3, all even at 1 here in the match. Back set, Jones through the block and for the point. Jones picks up her 9th of the match. Now Peyton Jones. Powell tries to go line and bends that one wide and out of bounds. Her 4th attack error. 17-10. Boyd leads it by 7, her largest lead here in set 3. 25-13 set 1. Greenup took set 2, 25-20. There's Dillo through the double block for the point. Her 7th kill. Jones steps off. Coming on is Aubrey Ratliff for Boyd County. 17-11. Boyd County with a free ball. And a touch at the net for Peyton Powell. Her 11th kill of the match. Such finesse. Her and Audrey from Raceland, excuse me, or Allison Risby, excuse me, does it better than anybody. They're so precise with where they put it. As Gordon picks up the ace, cuts the lead down to 4. Barnett with a push. Moracy back up front. Powell goes line and bends that one out of bounds. Her 5th attack error of the match pushes the lead back to 5 for Boyd at 18-13. Of course, you got Pittman at Ashland, a phenomenal player in herself. There's Queen, back row, and gets that one off of Hatfield for the point. I think it's no question that it's still Ashland to chase down in the 16th region. But there are teams that are pushing. Russell's had a really solid start. Greenup's been right there. Boyd's trying to get things rolling. You just got to find that niche when postseason play gets going. And it doesn't happen until 3rd week of next month. So we're still about 5 weeks away to where you get into what's considered true meaningful volleyball. Regional tournament this year at Raceland. District tournament for the 64th is right here. And a swing and a kill from the near side. As Sophia Clark picks up her 8th of the match and pushes the lead to 6 here in set 3. 25-14. Now Cassie Porter. What a block at the net, as that was turned away by Robbins and Ruggles on the big swing from Lucy Roy. 21-14. We'll go far side. And we get a player across the line. That was Thornberry. So the point to Greenup County and Haley Dillo. cannot go under the line after an attack. And you also cannot play into the net. If you make contact with the net on an attack, that is a violation. So we got two very good officials calling the stuff across the front row. Left-handed swing from the opposite as Natalie Ruggles fires one home. Her first kill of the match, 22-15. Boyd County 3 points away from taking a commanding 2-1 lead here in the match. Now Lila Thornberry. Free ball lifted over by the Musketeers. More comes to Porter. Greenup gets that one down for a point as Boyd could not play it back up. (22-16). Maria Moresi. More from the back row. Here's Jones, overran it. They tried to get it to Jones on the set there from Porter, but she set her way too far off that line, and she could not get to it, and Greenup kind of grabs the point, 22-17. And a make-up point for that one as Jones goes down the line to the back row and picks up her 10th kill of the match. 23-17. Lions in front by 6. And back to the service line, the sophomore of Molly Robbins. Big swing from the far pin as Roy picks up another, her 8th kill of the match. 23-18. And now Roy with an ace. Her 3rd ace of the match. Greenup County picking up their 4th. 23-19. Another good service there by Roy. Barnett on a free ball. Gordon leaves it up to Powell, and she deposits it. That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful back tip there by Gordon. And Powell pounds it home. Timeout Boyd County, 23-20. Good look there inside the Musketeers huddle with new head coach Rodney Powell. Amanda Leitenberger. I apologize. I can't remember her new last name. I just know she got married. I used to work with her when I was down at Greenup. But she got married. I cannot remember her husband's last name, but Leitenberger is what I remember her by, so that's what I got to go with. Look at some numbers here in the match so far, unofficial. Greenup County with 33 total kills in the match. Powell with 13. Roy has 8. Dillo with 7. Braden has 5. Greenup hitting at a .435. 4 aces, 6 service errors. For Boyd, 34 kills. Hitting at a .478. Jones has 10 kills. Clark with 8. Thornberry with 6. 6 service aces, 2 service errors in the match. 23-20 as we go back under play. This was returned back up. Nice save by Braden near side. Over on a free ball, or from the back row. Here comes Jones. There it goes down, and it's set point for Boyd County. Jones' 11th kill of the match. And Lauren Chafin will come in to try to close things out for a commanding 2-1 lead. Boyd looking for win number 6 on the season. 5-4 on the year, 2-2 this past weekend down in Frankfort. Here's Gordon, brings it near side to Powell. Touches it on the line and gets it down for a point. Took it cross court and just threads the needle to keep it on the line for the point right in front of the Lions bench. So Cammie Hammond will check in as Braden goes to the bench. Still set point. 24-21. Lions lead it by 3. Here comes Jones, and she's blocked at the net as Powell and Dillo turns it away. 24-22. Check out this block. This is, again, right in your face. I love the net cam. That is such a sweet shot. Free ball by the Lions. Gordon back up. Powell deposits that one right in front of the bench. Back-to-back points for the Musketeers, and they have it down to 1, 24-23. Remember, you must win by 2. Here's Hammond. Dillo down the line for the point. We're even at 24. So again, we'll play to at least 26 in this one now. Off the tape. Here's Gordon up front. Brings it up to Powell. She'll push it down on the far side. And now it is set point for the Musketeers. Timeout. Boyd County, their second timeout of the match. What a run here by Greenup to get this one from being served against in set point to having a service for set point. $16 kills for Powell unofficially. Both teams hitting very well. Boyd at 458, Greenup 480. The biggest bugaboo for Greenup in that first set was the service errors. They've had 6 tonight. Really let that first set get away from them. And they lost 25-13. It's been nip and tuck since then. Greenup took set 2, 25-20. They trailed this one 24-21. They've rolled off 4 straight and now setting up a set point service. They're trying to take a 2-1 lead in the match. Jones puts it down. A diving save from the back row by Hammond. Jones gets the point, and we're even at 25. Jones picks up her 12th kill, and she'll go to the line. Number 12 for number 12. So now we'll play to at least 27. Good service. Free ball by Hatfield. Back to Thornberry. Back row for the point. What a find there by Lila Thornberry as she puts home her 7th. And makes it set point for Boyd, and now Greenup County will turn and use a timeout. What an ebb and flow in this one. Good look there, Jamie Clark, head coach for the Lions. Took over after the departure of Katie Neltner and kind of picked up right where things left off. He was an assistant with her and has done a phenomenal job out here with the Lions. And again, a very senior-laden team, 10 seniors. It's going to be a long night next Thursday night when they recognize these young ladies for Martin County. When they come to town, we'll have the action for you and senior night festivities right here on Kool TV, as long as they do it in between the JV and varsity matches. If they don't, we'll have to record it and we'll have to put it just on a video. But if they do it during the in between the games, we'll have the live stream of it. So back underway, set point. Here's Powell pushing to the back row. Barnett up front. Back to Thornberry on a touch, but into the net. Trying to get a little too finessey with it. So we'll play to 28. All tied at 26. So now Addison Gordon. Didn't get the most of it, but it's going to go down for a kill for Clark. And make it set point again for Bailey Moore to do the service. Good service. Nice dig on the near side. Moracy on the free ball. Back corner for the point, and it goes home. And Sophia Clark with a dagger in set 3. 28-26. Take a look at this on your iSense Cards and Collectibles instant replay. 2-1 lead. Boyd County has it as we head to set 4 when we return to Cannonsburg after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewis, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Nicotine can alter brain development in teens, affecting memory, learning, and impulse control.
Vape aerosol contains 7,000 harmful chemicals like lead and formaldehyde.
Make the right choice to not vape by avoiding, refusing, or leaving situations where you are pressured to use tobacco or vape products. Together, we can end the trend.
If you need help quitting vaping or smoking, you can call Quit Now Kentucky at 1-800-784-8669 or visit quitnowkentucky.org.
Well, if you've ever been on a cruise ship and you've seen the little ducks that get hidden around the cruise ship throughout the event, and it's a lot of people that put them out, this is Boyd County's version of the duck, except for it's a dragon. We found it tonight, and a little note that's in there, it's 1 of 50. As we welcome you back here to Cannonsburg, and a phenomenal match we've got between Boyd County and Greenup County, with Boyd County leading the match 2-1, winning set number 3, 28-26. Boyd County off in service with number 4 set. Here we go. Nice dig on the back row by Moore. They go back to Jones through the double block. Gordon comes back to Braden. She'll line it up and put it through the double block for the point and put Greenup in front here in set number 4. So side out Musketeers, Lucy Roy for the service work. 4 aces on the night. Roy has 3 of those. Big swing on the left side by Sophia Clark. That one's too deep, and it's 2-0 Greenup. Again, if we would play into a set 5, it's a helter-skelter finish. You only play a 15 in that set. This one's off of Roy's hand and a bad service. So the service error gives Boyd County the point. 7th service error of the night for the Musketeers. Now Peyton Jones. Here's Braden from the far pin. What a dig by Moore off the back row. Thornberry. They come back to Powell with the left hand. Powell pushes it back row. There's Moore. And up front on the attack by Barnett into the net. 3-1 Greenup. Jones goes out. Back in's Ratliff. And checking in for Kaylee Braden is Cammie Hammond. She was on the service when Greenup made the run down 24-21 to actually go into a set point service back in set 3. That one's an attack that's a little too stiff on the back line there by Clark. 4-1 Greenup. Here's Gordon. Left-handed tip, and Dillo gets that one through. Everything right now coming up Musketeers. 5-1 here in set 4. Lions out of system, having to send it over on a free ball. They go back to Powell with a left-handed tip. She couldn't get the swing on it, but she got the hand stretched out and makes it a 5-point lead. Boyd County wants an early timeout. Just using that offhand, if you will. So Powell with her 17th kill in the match. And that's how quickly this Greenup County team can get going downhill. Now Boyd County, can they find an answer? Again, Greenup County back in action on Thursday night. They'll go to Ashland. They come back home on Saturday against Fairland. Boyd County back in action tomorrow night against Rose Hill. Then they go to Ashland on Monday. Back here next Thursday for Martin County. We'll have the action for you right here on Kool TV. Then at Russell, Spring Valley, and Parkersburg, at Huntington on the 30th in a doubleheader. They bring in Raceland on the 2nd. Greenup County on the road the 6th, at Ashland, or at home against Ashland on the 7th, and then closing things out against Fairview on the 13th. All right, back underway we go. Clark tries to push that into the back row. Here's Gordon, comes back up to Powell. Thornberry with a dart to the back row, and a big answer there by the Lions. Her 8th kill of the match. 6-2 Musketeers at Bailey Moore. They go from Thornberry, come back to Clark, and she'll pound it through. I thought they were going to try to send it back to the opposite for Thornberry, and they brought it out the back door to Clark, and she found the gap. Clark's 11th kill tonight. This one returned all the way back across. What a ball. As Molly Robbins just pounds it off the head of Amanda Hatfield, and all she could do was laugh. There's nothing more you can do when something like that happens. What a swing. And it's one of those kind of like you give up a meatball home run in baseball, and you know you're giving it up as a pitcher, and all you do is you turn, you tap your hat, say, good one. That's a good one. The most important thing is that you see a play like that she can continue to play on. It wasn't anything that caused injury or anything, and kind of both of them could laugh it off. But yeah, that could be a deciding point in the way this match got going. Boyd County's cut it down to 1. Powell finds a hole and gets it down the line through the double block attempt for the point as she picks up her 18th kill of the match. 7-5, Musketeers leads down to 2. Back corner for the point. Yes, Sophia Clark. Her 12th of the night. You can't walk that one over there any better. That's one of those, you see Addison Gord kind of put her hand up, and she wasn't 100% certain. Was it in, was it out? Rolled the dice and came up empty. 7-6, a chance for Boyd to tie it up on this service. Cassie Porter. As Clark will step off for a moment. Here's Gordon. Comes near side. Dillo. Back row Moore. They go back now to Thornberry on a tip. Diving save at the net. Moracy fires it over on a free ball. Good job there by the Musketeers. A big left-handed swing at the net by Natalie Ruggles, and we're even at 7. Ruggles' second kill of the match. 7-7 set 4. Boyd in front 2-1. Diving save back row by Moore. And a free ball sent back over by the Lions. Powell blocked at the net. And we get Boyd County into the net, so the point will go in the favor of Greenup County, and they surge back in front 8-7. So now Peyton Powell from the service line. This is where Boyd wants to side out quickly and keep her stuck on that back row. There's Thornberry, goes cross court. Moracy back up the net. Dillo flips it over the left hand. Free ball by Ruggles coming down the line. Back to Dillo, into the double block and through for the point. Her 10th kill tonight. So double-digit kills for Dillo and Powell. Clark and Jones each with 12 for Boyd County. 9-7, Musketeers in front by 2. Here's Ruggles with that left-handed swing through the double block attempt. Dillo pushes it across. Powell from the back row to Gordon. Here's Dillo, lines that one up. Moore with a save. Now Thornberry. Both teams scrambling for position. Porter brings it near side. Ruggles down the line with the left hand. Natalie Ruggles' third kill of the match. The lead is down to 1. Thornberry and Ratliff check out. Jones back in. Also Josie Krink, who does the service work. Here's Dillo. Ruggles punches this one up. But then Boyd County gets tangled up going for the ball. And Greenup's going to play it down for the point. They lead it by 2. And this is, again, where Boyd County has to make something happen with Powell stuck on the bench now in rotation. Here's Jones. Fires that one down for her 13th of the match. Now Powell and Dillo off. So Roy and Braden up front for the Musketeers. And now Molly Robbins. And a service error into the net. Maria Morisi. Musketeers lead it by 2. Ball just punched across. Ball near side, but been out of bounds on the attack from Barnett. And the lead grows to 3. 12-9. Here comes Jones, but into the net. Lead is 4, and I was wondering if it was going to come here or maybe one more. Jamie Clark's going to burn that timeout to try to slow things down. So 13-9 here in set number 4. Greenup County's pushed the lead out to 4. Musketeers, double-digit kills tonight. Peyton Powell and Haley Dillo hitting at a 527. Boyd at a 424. Jones has 13 kills. Clark with 12. 6 aces, 3 service errors for the Lions. 4 aces, 7 service errors for the Musketeers. It's been a great match throughout. 25-13 set 1 went to Boyd. Greenup County answered back 25-20 in set 2. We played extra points in set 3. Boyd took that one 28-26. And that's where we currently stand here at the moment, with Boyd County trying to play from behind. They've got it down now to 3 at 13-10. Laura Chafin, she made a big run with the service line back in set number 1. Let's see if she can do it now. Floating service, back row. That one's too stiff. They're going to get a tip. They'll say it was a deflected ball. So the ball goes down for Lucy Roy as she'll pick up the kill as she goes down the line right in front of our official in the back line with the flag. So make it a 4-point lead, and Roy picking up her 9th kill, and she goes back to the service line. Free ball by the Lions. Gordon up front. Here comes Powell. Powell touches it over with precision. 5-point lead. Largest here in the set for Greenup. Burns the tape across on that one by Roy. Here's Jones on a soft touch. Roy from the back row. That one's too stiff. Those are one of the hardest attacks to have, is that back line attack. When you come up and try to find enough topspin on it. If you don't get just on the ball just enough, it just wants to lift. So now Peyton Jones down by 4, trying to lift her team to a 3-1 win in the match. Peyton Powell trying to do something other than that as her 20th of the night goes home. Just deposit it on that far side. 16-11, Musketeers. And Cammie Hammond. Nice save on the far line. And a block at the net as Clark and Barnett turns away the attack of Dillo. Bailey Moore now. Here's Dillo. Answers right back with one in the back corner. Her 11th of the evening. 17-12, Greenup in front by 5. Racy back in for Greenup, replacing Emma Sargent and Addison Gordon. And that's going home as an ace. Her 2nd of the match. The lead is 6. Again, if we go to set 5, we only played a 15. So it is a much different feeling match when you play under the things that you have to play through. As Greenup can't play that one up, and Boyd County will side out. Every mistake is magnified. Every point, every kill seems devastating. It is a race in that match. Typically, you're trying to get to 8. Teams that get to 8 first often wins that set. 8, 10, and 12. Those are your magic numbers there in set 5. Trying to get to 20 here is the big number in this one as Dillo sends that one long. 18-14. Now Porter. Good service. Gordon leaves it up to Powell. Blocked at the net. Dug up front by Ruggles. What a dig. They come back to Dillo into the double block. Here's a free ball by the Musketeers. Porter up front. Brings it out. Ruggles blocked at the net. Moore plays it up, but Greenup is going to get the point. Nice job there by Bailey Moore in that back row. Just a diving flip of the arm. So now Peyton Powell goes to the back row, leading by 5 here in set 4. Trailing in the match 2-1. Ruggles on a free ball. Now Powell up front to Gordon. Dillo with a big swing off of the chest of Aubrey Ratliff. Dillo's 12th kill of the night. We have seen some balls that have just absolutely got on people in a hurry. That's what both of these teams have the ability to do. There's Porter. Ruggles brings it cross court. Dillo on a touch, right there, Ruggles. Now Thornberry off the touch. Dillo with a soft touch across and picks up another. Lead is 7 for the Musketeers. Dillo's 13th of the night. Great look there at the net cam. And what a block. As Lucy Roy turns that one away on the attack from Thornberry. (22-14). Musketeers 3 points away from forcing set 5. Porter off to Thornberry. Down the tape. Played it back up by Thornberry. They go back to her again. She'll touch this one across. Right there's Gordon. And then Roy comes near side on a soft touch for the point. That pushes the lead out to 9. Her 11th kill of the match. 23-14. Adria Queen back in for Molly Robbins. Peyton Powell from the service line trying to close things out and make it a fifth and deciding 5th set. And she's going to pick up an ace. Her first of the match. Greenup 6th. So set point for the Musketeers here in set 4. Here's Queen, blocked at the net as Roy takes it back away. And we are headed to set number 5. 25-14, Musketeers win it in set number 4, 5th and deciding 5th set when we return to Canonsburg after this on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank. for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
We head to set number 5, all tied at 2. Set 1, Boyd County wins 25-13. Set 2, Greenup County wins 25-20. Boyd County takes set 3, 28-26. Greenup in set 4, 25-14. So we play to 15 in this 5th and deciding set of what has been a phenomenal matchup in a back-and-forth effort here between these two great teams. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight. My great crew, Trey and Felicia Collier, bring you all the great images you're seeing on your screen. Again, first time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. If you see something you like, hit that bell. We'll upload you material directly to your device. So Greenup County will have service to start things off. Again, playing to 15 here in the 5th and deciding set. Here's Jones. Touches that one across. That one got the antenna. So if the ball touches the antenna going across, it does not count as a point. It is actually out of bounds. So that is an attack error on Jones, and Greenup takes an early 1-0 lead. There's Barnett up top, and she answers. Fires that one right past the block attempt of Peyton Powell. We're even at 1. Every point, every error magnified in this 15-point set. Again, you're racing to 8. That's usually the deciding number in this one, and that's a great service there by Chafin as she puts down the ace. Her second of the match. And Powell answers right back as she pounds it off of Chafin on the near side. And Powell's 21st kill of the match evens things at 2 here in set 5. Boyd hitting at a 371, Greenup at a 545. And that's for a team that was at one point at an 077. Really picked things up after set number 1. Free ball by the over to the Musketeers, I should say. Moore, what a save. And Powell with a soft touch at the net. 3-2 Musketeers. Powell's 22nd of the night. Cammie Hammond. Junior puts it in the air. They go back to Jones on a soft touch. Greenup digs it out at the net. Pushing it down was Barnett, but it's dug from the back row. Back to Jones. Couldn't put a play on it, had to play it over on a free ball. Powell off the touch for the point. And Greenup has a 4-2 lead. I'll promise you this, you're going to see some of these replays pop up in the top 10 this week. And there has been some phenomenal plays in this match. Barnett on a quick touch. Here's Powell again. Boyd County plays it up. Nice job. They come back to the near side. This is to Dillo. And Chaffins can't play it across. And Greenup has a 5-2 lead here in set number 5. Trying to do the near impossible in a game of a 5-set match, down 2-1. Having to win it all the way from behind. And a dart down the line and a big swing from Sophie Clark. She gets her 13th kill of the night. And now Peyton Jones. Floating service. Powell goes back row. Jones is there. Off to Thornberry. Cross court, too deep. 6-3 Greenup. Moracey back in for Greenup. Addison Gordon. One of the 4 seniors on this year's squad for the Musketeers. Good service by her. Here's Clark, blocked at the net as Dillo turned that one away. 7-3 Musketeers. Free ball, will it get back to cross? It will. Boyd plays it up. Here's Moracey, up to Powell with a big swing. Thornberry digs it up, blocked at the net. Plays out the tape, Powell plays it up. Near side, Dillo. And she fires it home for the point. 8-3. Greenup in front by 5. Timeout Greenup, or excuse me, timeout Boyd. Greenup County in front here in the 5th and deciding set. Take a look at this final play right here. Off the deflection of Clark and Barnett. And falls right in that little hole. So there's the magic number I talked about in the 5th set is 8. Now can Greenup finish things off, or will Boyd County find a flurry of coming from behind here in the final game of this match? And that's a great answer out of the timeout as Sophia Clark fires through her 14th of the night. And now the senior Bailey Moore to the service line. And Peyton Powell responds. Kill number 24 on the night for the senior. It's just hard to do much with that when you get a ball for her at the net. The only thing that Boyd can do now is have to work with her on the back row. Good service there by Powell. Here's Queen, blocked at the net as Roy turns her away. 10-4 Greenup. Nice dig by Powell in the back row. Free ball sent over to the Lions. Cross-court attack by Clark goes down. Clark's 15th of the night. Lions down 5. Cassie Porter will check in. Also returning is Audrey Ratliff. More out of the back row. Porter plays it up front. There's Thornberry, punches it across. Nice dig on the line by Porter. Back to Dillo using that left hand. And gets it home with the attack and the kill. Dillo's 15th of the night. Kaylee Braden back in for Hammond. Ruggles into the net. 12-5. Greenup leads it by 7. Trying to close it out after trailing 2-1. And a little soft attack on the service there by Dillo. Floats that one into the net. So the service error gives it back to Boyd County, down 6. Again, only playing to 15 in this final set. And it's Lila Thornberry to start it off. Here's Roy on the soft touch. Right there's Ruggles. Back to Jones. Free ball by the Musketeers. That one's out of bounds as Braden tried to bend it inside the intent and couldn't do so. Lead is 5. Back to Braden. Off balance left hand. Nice save there by Porter. They come back to Braden. She'll wind up. Dig off the back row by Thornberry. Back to Braden. There's more. Queen with a big swing. And that one goes out of bounds. And the point goes to the Lions. (13 to 8). The Lions got tangled up there in communication. So now Maria Marisi trying to serve things out and pick up win number 10 on the season for the Musketeers. What a block at the net. As Roy tried to put it down and Adria Clark turned her away. 13 to 9. And now Clark. Or excuse me, Adria Queen. And another big swing at the net from Peyton Jones. Boyd not down yet. Timeout Greenup. That should be a fortune teller. Coming over tonight, I said, I got a feeling this one's 5. This was just, and it was going to be a roller coaster of a ride, and it has been. And this has been a phenomenal match. Greenup County tonight led by Peyton Powell's 24 kills. Dillo with 15. Roy has 11. Again, all of these unofficial. Greenup hitting at a 534 tonight. Boyd at a 342. Sophia Clark with 15 kills. Peyton Jones has 14. 7 aces for Boyd, 6 for Greenup, but 8 service errors. So Boyd having to make up some lost ground here in this shortened set that only plays to 15. The next Greenup point is match point. Boyd still with some work to do. And they're going to get another one back here as Greenup can't play it across, and the lead is down to 2. So Queen working from that service line. Here's Roy up front. Barnett to the far line, into the bench, and it's down to 1. Haley Barnett, 5th of the night. What a match. This feels like postseason right here. Bringing it near side. Ruggles on a free ball. And a big swing at the net by Lucy Roy, and Greenup County makes it match point on the kill by Roy, her 12th. And that gets Peyton Powell, who was stuck on the bench out of rotation, back on the court. And Lucy Roy, the best server for the Musketeers, on the service line. It's going to be a free ball by the Lions over to the Musketeers. Both teams out of system. We get a joust at the net, and it goes down for Boyd. Haley Barnett took control and finishes for the point. Side out, Boyd. It's still match point for the Musketeers, but it's the Lions' service, down 1. You could see the joust coming. And now we'll see if Lauren Laura Chafin has some of that first set magic that she had here in the fifth. They bring it up to Powell. She'll push it near line. Free ball by Boyd. They come back to Powell. Through the double block, and she finishes it at the net as Peyton Powell fires home her 25th point of the night to give Greenup County the win, 15-13. Post-game show when we return after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Nicotine can alter brain development in teens, affecting memory, learning, and impulse control.
Vape aerosol contains 7,000 harmful chemicals like lead and formaldehyde.
Make the right choice to not vape by avoiding, refusing, or leaving situations where you are pressured to use tobacco or vape products. Together, we can end the trend.
If you need help quitting vaping or smoking, you can call Quit Now Kentucky at 1-800-784-8669 or visit quitnowkentucky.org.
Here's a final look at that game-deciding kill from Peyton Powell as Greenup County comes from behind. 2-1 in the match to win set number 5, 15-13. Boyd took set 1, 25-13. Greenup in set 2, 25-20. We played extra points in set 3. Boyd County had a chance to close it out at 24-21. Greenup came back, had set point in that frame, could not close it out. Boyd came back and won it 28-26. Then it was Greenup in set 4, 25-14. And in a very entertaining and tough-fought battle at the end, it was Greenup County hanging on 15-13 in set number 5 to win the match 3-2. Greenup County hits it at 5:47 tonight. Peyton Powell, 25 kills. Haley Dillo with 15. Lucy Roy with 12. 6 aces, 8 service errors for the visiting Musketeers. For the Boyd County Lions, 358 hitting percentage tonight. Sophia Clark, 15 kills. Peyton Jones had 14. 7 aces, 3 service errors in the losing effort. So Boyd County evens up at 5-5 on the season. Greenup County moves to 10-4 on the year. That's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. Again, a big thanks to my crew tonight, Trey and Felicia Collier, Coach Pete Fraley, and Jamie Clark, great folks here at Boyd County, as we are happy to be here bringing you Boyd County Lions coverage here tonight. That's going to do it for us. Again, final score. Greenup County wins it in set number 5 to win the match 3-2. For Trey and Felicia Collier, everyone at the Total Media Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying so long. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thank you for watching another Boyd County Volleyball broadcast on Kool TV. This broadcast of Boyd County Volleyball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.